Made
Did you
by
say
the
Russian?
made by the Jewish elites.
I'm sorry. Hold on. We have to wait for HR to get back.
And the democratic freedom.
We're gonna need to probably.
Need more brain works for it to actually work, you know?
Yeah. Sorry, I struggle because I have a brain.
Oh, your brain isn't all Swiss cheese yet.
Yeah, I can't do it like them.
Yeah, you can't make the random sporadic connections with unrelated topics.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got to get over the fact that you're saying nonsense and just spew it quickly.
I was gonna say you can spew a lot of nonsense all in a string, and it's called a sentence. But you have to like find the right words, and it's really hard to do.
Definitely not. I have cancer. Those are definitely not the
No, I
right
don't have
word.
any cancers. No cancers of the brain. No brainworms here.
Will I get
Biden
attention
does
if I
though.
say those words?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Also,
Say
hairy
those
legs.
words
Also,
repeatedly
hairy
and
legs
loudly.
brings a lot of attention too, for some reason.
Well, I got that one on lock.
Take pictures of his feet for
Listen,
the
Black,
internet.
you ain't black.
You've got me there.
Black, is you black?
Hey, listen,
No,
man.
you're
You
not.
smoke cocaine? I remember supposedly there was we're in like some sort of turf war without knowing. I don't know, man.
Quick, everybody
still
dance
cool?
away. Clown real hard.
That's what we're doing. That's why we're all here together. You know, doing the pod.
We must eliminate the Cuban menace. I
Don't
did a
let
Hitler.
stop me,
I did the first Hitler. Did the first Hitler in a minute. While
We're not
dance
even
away.
live.
We're not even live.
Korea, I'm looking at you.
You're next.
You're next.
You got to figure out which side you're on, the north or the
They just
south.
crossed Latin America as a whole off their list. Fuck you, and specifically you, for no reason.
No reason at all.
Just so you
Red leather, yellow
know,
leather.
man. There's no hard feelings, man, between the Mexican, black rivalry thing. You barely knew there was going on. I had to clue you in, like didn't
Hey,
you know?
I don't know anything about that. Yeah. It's all dumb to me. A rivalry? What rivalry? Only rivalry. It's not really a rivalry if everybody just randomly decides to shit on the black people.
Yeah, it's Blacks v World.
It's a little bit of a one-sided rivalry there.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Lose
The
a
same
little bit of tan.
rivalry
They
for
lose a little bit of
years.
tan, and then they lose their minds.
They've had the same rivalry for years. They used to call it Spain versus Africa or England versus Africa.
You can't be a part of our revolution. You're too black.
Wait a minute. Why would we be against Africa? Why would we be against Africa? That's a whole continent of people. And, I mean, America can... Oh, fuck.
Something about colonialism.
I'm running into the same problems.
Oh, they arbitrarily drew lines and just took all of it over.
What do you mean arbitrarily? If we
They looked
draw
at
the
a map
lines,
and they looked at a map, they looked at all the countries and said, "Fuck that, we're drawing new lines."
listen, if you draw the lines and then you enforce them for long enough, there will be people who grew up with only those lines. Duh.
And then they'll go to their next day neighbor and they'll be like, "I have nothing in common with this motherfucker."
And then they're not arbitrary.
Like, who the fuck are like? Why are you in my
Decades
neighborhood?
of
Get out!
history.
It's gerrymandering all over again. God damn it. The original gerrymander.
I don't even know a Jerry.
Here at Meaty Flesh Farms, we are all organic.
Here at Meaty Flesh Farms, we only have the freshest Jerry.
Freshest organic free range Jerry.
Watch him meander.
Sir, Jerry hasn't been able to move from that spot in a year. You've had a feeding machine tied to him this entire time. It's inhumane. You need to treat your Jerrys better.
He is in the open air. He could ask for no better.
Ignore that Jerry's eating his own feces.
Yeah. Ignore that it's in the open air because it's cheaper to put him in the open air than to build a building.
It's open air, ain't it? It's like AstroTurf.
He's got a tent. They have a whole city. It's fine.
Tent City. So now Jerry is somewhere between cattle and homeless.
Here at Meaty Flesh Farms.
Here at Meaty Flesh Farms.
Here at Meaty Flesh Farms, we only eat the freshest Jerry.
And we sell the less fresh Jerry to the customer.
We have no livestock here at Meaty Flesh Farms.
Put a little Jerry in your day. Yeah, they have a little jingle. They always have a fucking jingle. Get a little Jerry in your day. Soylent Green.
Green.
Didn't they have a news report about like that being
Oh, we can't hear
okay?
Dan. He's trying to talk, but I can't hear him.
Oh no.
Forget that guy.
No, he's just quiet. He's just quiet. That's all. I hear doo doo doo, so I know everything's all right.
Dan's just running another bit. Just ignore him and continue your conversation.
Oh, okay. Anyway, free range Jerry. The quality is determined by the marbling and how rich that Jerry is.
Yeah, and you can't have your Jerry just walking around. It'll ruin the marbling.
Yeah, poor Jerry's. Nah, it's
Fucking
tough
crazy
and
talk.
gamey and shit. You don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want a gamey Gary.
You want
I don't know what it
nice
would
lunch
do
meat
for
What
you,
about a
but it
Gary.
definitely
gamer?
won't
What about
help.
a gamer, Gary? What about like a gamer?
Ooh,
A
like a
mer-
gamer girl, Gary?
What about a gay for Gary? What about a gay for
A
Gary?
gay
What if
Mercury?
What if I'm just gay for Gary? What about that?
I'm a gay.
Are you suggesting seafood? Like a Gary? Like with a tail and shit?
No, I love Gary.
I
the
don't-
little.
I don't want to see food, but I do want to send lewds to Gary because I'm gay for him.
Well, make sure you're free in the free range Jerry.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go back to
Free
workshop.
range. Okay. Shop.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. All right. Ready?
Oh, wait, okay, you about to do a bit?
Ron DeSantis, more like stupid antics. Am I right?
You got it, buddy.
Pete,
You're not wrong.
Joe Biden, more like Joe sleeping on the job.
Hey, I got it. I
Or
got to hear
Joseph
from the.
Reagan,
I got to hear.
Am I right? Wait.
I got to hear from you guys real quick before we're on the air. A random black question I got.
You realize
I-
we've been
I-
on the air for 8 minutes, right?
Okay, well, anyway, I still want my question answered.
Sure.
And my question is, do niggas fuck with Eminem?
Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa! I can't. I am not.
I am not equipped to answer that question.
Wow. Hi, my
say
name's Michael
was a
Jordan
legit
Peterson. I'd like to set a
It was a
trap for all my
legit
white
question
inclusion.
posed to me. That was the exact words.
Who
I am simply looking for an answer.
who thought it was a good idea
Nah,
to
man.
ask you that?
Black people,
Oh, okay.
I'm more into the JPEG and the
do they or not?
that is not, I guess.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know.
so
No?
confused.
Dude, all I'm asking is, you guys fucks with Eminem?
Do we fuck with it? I haven't fucked with Eminem since it was not like 2002.
You talking
Okay, do you
chocolate?
think black people fucks with Eminem?
I think there was a legit 3-year period where the answer was a solid yes.
Okay. See, I posit my interpretation was yes, but they don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wasn't there like a
Yeah,
like
I would
a
say that's
like
fair.
slow down and rap, man? Because they used to rap real fast, and that's when he was at height.
Yeah,
But
when
then when
Twista was
they
around, they still
yeah
do it. They still do it, but now it's like not impressive.
Yeah.
And then they always want to chill off and back off and not rap so fast. But then everybody's like, rap fast, and I'm like, all right.
Because I
I am
think that was
beginning
like
to feel like a rap god.
Then there's the ones that can't even rap, and it's just like, oh,
Rap god, more like crap shot. Am I right?
yeah wasn't
Yeah.
like the
Apparently.
southern rap the one that like brought the slow groove onto it.
the slow groove. You mean like Mom Spaghetti?
No. I mean like southern rap, like rap in Texas and
Oh, you mean like the traps and stuff,
yeah.
and trill, and I don't know. Some of them are slow, some of them are fast. I thought Twista was from the south. Well, he's either from the south or the west coast. Anyway, I thought their style was always like Ludacris and Outkast kind of stuff.
Southern rap.
Generally more legible. Until except in the very beginning in like the 90s. Then it was just.
I said a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Sorry about
13, 14, 16, 17. If I got 15, 18,
You got a hit.
19,
hit.
20. Said 21
Hey!
and 22. And then we get
Ah,
to 23.
Get it.
Yeah.
Every rap must have a hype man.
Yeah. No, the Sugar Hill Gang never had a hype man, thank you. Yeah. I said an A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Said H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, M, P. Q,
That was a banger
R,
on
S,
Sesame Street, bro.
T, U, V. Said W, X to the Y, and then to the Z. Now
Yeah,
everybody.
I also like human music.
Yeah.
Normal human music.
I said red, blue, green, and white, black, brown, and yellow. These are all
Ayo, Sesame Street.
colors
Sesame
of
Street has a character that's explaining why their dad. That has to explain why their dad's incarcerated.
Sweet.
Oh, is there? Are you serious?
Yeah, I saw it. I seen it.
Elmo doesn't feel comfortable with your daddy in this neighborhood.
Well, they're like, we still love you, and you're a part of the community.
Elmo doesn't want to call the police, but Elmo already did call the police.
God damn it, Elmo, you can't with Karen. I know you've been hanging out with Zoe too long. Hiding out in Grover's bushes. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Elmo just wanted to get the Grouch out of the neighborhood and into a warm space because Elmo thought he was lowering the property value.
What are you doing? The Grouch is the richest one out of all of them. Why do you think he's in a trash can?
Oh, he's homeless.
He has all the money. He's
Elmo's
Mr.
like-
Moneybags. He's only homeless when you're around, Elmo.
Excuse me, Elmo.
He gets out and he gets in his Maserati and he drives off in the
Excuse
sunset
me,
laughing
Elmo
at you.
is trying to express the fact that he's uncomfortable with with him being homeless and it being a reminder of Elmo's gentrifying presence.
No one's really homeless in liberal world.
Oh, you didn't put him in there.
No, but Elmo's reminded of the fact that he's partially responsible by raising the property values. So he had to be moved.
Well, someone's got to gentrify, Elmo. If not us, then who?
Mr. Hooper, Elmo thinks that you should still live in this neighborhood despite the fact that black people commit a disproportionate amount of the crimes. Elmo's not judging you negatively. Elmo's colorblind.
How'd you deal with those? How'd you deal with those
Music is
MAGA hats,
anything
Elmo?
good.
What's that?
How'd you? Oh, I was saying, how was you dealing with the MAGA hats, Elmo?
Elmo finds their behavior very distasteful and uncomfortable.
Disagreeable.
They're very disagreeable. Elmo has a Black Lives Matter sticker.
Oh, Elmo, you my dude, man. I knew you was cool, despite you calling the cops.
Yeah. Well, you better start running. They're gonna be here soon.
Here,
Don't worry, we're gonna have a
Elmo's sorry
protest
about
right
that.
on your house.
Elmo didn't know if you were one of the nice ones or one of the meaner ones. So Elmo had to hedge his bets.
Oh, one of the good whites, huh?
Yeah.
Oh
My.
You like jokes?
Here in Moody Flash Farms, we climb on all the monuments.
So if you wanted to start a topic at any time, you might as well just go in there, because I'm probably gonna just keep joking.
Okay. I listen. I just did gentrification Elmo. So.
Yeah, gentrification Elmo was a good, pleasant surprise.
Yeah. So I don't. Elmo's kind of worried about all the loud music and the smell of marijuana.
He's kind of worried about the Cookie Monster's weight too.
Elmo's trying to have this neighborhood zone as a sugar-free zone.
Wasn't you doing like jazzercise with Richard Simmons or something like back in the 80s, Elmo?
Yeah, well, that's because Elmo flies a rainbow flag. He's inclusive. Mm-hmm.
A whole lot of coke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, Elmo is on the flag. I mean, Elmo is red. So,
yeah,
I mean,
the red stands for Elmo's.
It's part of the rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in before Sesame Street rainbow flags.
I think they have those already.
I bet they do.
Probably have one with a vaccine in front of it.
I thought of it, and it probably already exists.
Elmo thinks this neighborhood should be zoned as a mandatory vaccination zone.
Elmo.
Can you tell me how you got COVID on Sesame Street?
I got COVID. Hold on, I have that.
Well, Elmo.
And I've also gotten the vaccine. So I got vaccine version 1, COVID version 22. It's fine. It's
lucky.
fine.
Lucky. It probably won't kill you.
Well, it's only the second time this year, so I should be okay.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Elmo,
at least you're not on 5 like some people.
I live on Sesame Street, so it's okay.
Elmo wants to thank you for your service.
Me.
Of course. Elmo.
Me push homeless out of house.
Elmo wants to thank you for your service, but he's really uncomfortable with the idea of paying you a living wage or reparations. He's just not there yet.
Elmo, why do you keep trying to reform the Nazis?
Elmo thinks we should give both sides a fair hearing. They might have ideas you didn't think of.
Elmo thinks that there's very nice people on both sides.
Elmo thinks that maybe if Heather Heyer had stayed home, she wouldn't have been in that mess.
Do you support Ukraine, Elmo?
Elmo supports Ukraine against the communists in Russia. Yes.
Oh, I am live reporting from Russia. I am from Ukraine. I am a live reporter. Oh no, the bombs!
I think they're having problems with vodka sales in Russia, which is like the funniest news to release in America.
That was the first thing they started having trouble with.
Yeah.
I remember you Gopnik was talking about how he is stocking up on the expensive vodka.
Yes, we'll need more
on the Russian vodkas.
Get me the stuff that tastes like gasoline. I need to power my petrol vehicle.
Did you say vodka sauce?
Russian Sesame Street is different.
Yes. Oh, Russian Sesame Street. Hello, Elmo. Do you have time for witty wit? 9. Elmo is German implant and is being deported. Sorry.
Excuse me, Elmo only took 3 years of German in school, I do not remember any German. I'm so sorry. Pero yo puedo en español ayudar, pero...
We have not heard language like that. It sounds like French with extra steps.
It is.
The
It is.
joke's on
actually.
you. The French
Meanwhile,
had the extra steps.
Meanwhile, the counts in Ukraine counting Nazis. One.
And how many members of the Azov battalion do we have? 1! Two!
This is gonna be a long day. He's got to go to 500.
3! 4!
Lightning and shit. The flashing.
67! 458!
69. Nice. He just passes out at the end because he's so tired from saying numbers.
Yeah. 5,276. 9,028.
Let me count the founding for Ukraine.
If I hadn't quit the party, I could have had
in the lack of dollars spent on your health.
Yeah. If I hadn't quit the party, I could have had Gorbachev's job.
Hey,
Yeah.
at least you get to tear down a wall.
No, I had to count bricks. 1.
Count.
You know, in America, joke numbers are like 69 and 420. In Russia, it's similar but different, you know. We too laugh at 69. We also laugh at number 1. You know why? Do you know, you know why the number 1 is funny in Russia?
Why, Count?
Have you seen how a person looks in coffin? They are number 1. So you get the number.
That's a joke, you get it.
They're straight like that. Failure to laugh will result in consequences.
Start shuffling an AK.
Sorry, I'm suffering from COVID.
It's alright.
Yes, that brain fog is real.
Some of us are just.
We're not in normal territory right now, so you might be a little lost.
More like brain from a hog, am I right?
Oh, brain frogger.
Brain for my hog. You know what Ben Shapiro looks like? Ben Shapiro looks like the gay frog Alex Jones tried to warn you about.
Oh, with a little bit of frowny face.
Yeah.
He just painted his skin white.
All right, you got me with that one.
Yeah.
He's really just Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. Ah! I don't know why people keep comparing me to a frog and keep assuming I'm a homosexual. It's very, very rude. Very ignorant.
God damn it, Ben. Quit eating flies on the job.
People keep licking me on my back trying to get intoxicated. I keep telling them I'm not that kind of frog. Also, I'm not a frog. Stop considering me a frog. Damn it, my cover is blown. I will not be able to homosexualize any more frogs until I come up with a new disguise. Damn it. I've been beaten again.
Turtles. I heard turtles live for a long time.
The liberals get in your brain. The liberals screw you up. That's what happens. I lost the liberal ingenuity, and I was hoisted on my own petard. Is
there a turtle I can lick to get high?
I don't know. I just, you know what? Go out in the woods, start licking turtles, see what happens. Fuck it.
Yeah, go lick snakes.
Oh no, those I can identify. I'm actually a snake charmer.
If you get bitten by the right snake, actually, you probably could get high.
I probably could. I could probably look that up right now. Hold on, Google.
Yeah.
You probably have the weirdest Googles.
Yeah.
I do have the weirdest searches.
Gotta be on a list. Gotta be on a list or something.
I got it. I'm on several. It's fine.
Let's just assume everybody's on a list.
Is this a number or is it AIDS? That was. I gotta admit that was a really weird search. Came up with fruitful results, but that was a weird search in your search history.
No, it's super AIDS.
Oh, the old SAIDs.
Yeah.
It's like a Super Nintendo. It also came about at a time when diseases were ravaging our peoples.
Yes.
Yo, I don't know, monkeypox, if I have that, like, I don't know. maybe it'll make my taste buds better because COVID made them worse.
No.
I don't know. I'm just hoping.
That's not how that works.
That's not what smallpox at all are known for.
I understand that, but I'm just trying to.
It's true until proven wrong.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go eat a banana. It's fine.
And the biggest twist of all is you'd get Ebola and be like, what? Out of all the things to get.
Out of all the things.
Like, God
I
damn
probably
it.
need my blood the most.
One person in the U.S. to get Ebola.
I gotta admit something right now. I was really jealous when I found out that Tucker did the schlong COVID before I did.
Oh,
right?
Man.
Fucking what a gem wasted by that little weenie bitch. What's going on here?
Very obvious.
My penis doesn't work anymore. Is this schlong COVID?
If you want to be super technical about it, you guys, if you get Ebola, after a little while, you won't have COVID anymore. I mean, that's true.
You got a point.
That's
New vaccination.
It's the cure. We should just give them all
New
Ebola.
cure. The vaccination was never for you sheeple who went and got a vaccination. I found my own cure.
We got a real goddamn cure here. Turns out that Ebola cures COVID-19. Just go get yourself Ebola right in your fucking lungs. The lungs won't have COVID-19 no more.
I'll administer for you.
If they'd given the kids at Sandy, Ebola virus, we would not have this problem. We'd still have our guns, and we'd be men. And Ben Shapiro would not be taking up time turning frogs gay. That's a pretty. You gotta. Okay, quick aside. That's a pretty goddamn good off the cuff Alex Jones. That's never before.
I was convinced.
I haven't done that.
I'm impressed.
I'm tired of the freaking blood demons coming here and snorting in my ass. I'm tired of the blood demons getting into my butt cheeks, getting up in there, going, "Oh, I want a piece of it." Croissant! I don't have any croissants in my ass. It's human poop. It's been up there for 7 years. If you're not gonna suck it out, demon, then leave me be.
You can't be doing a super realistic Alex Jones right now. It's confusing for me because I'm at the Alex Jones documentary premiere party, you guys.
I'm at that party too right now. I've got two fists in my ass. I cut off two men's arms, I coiled their fists, I bronzed them, and then I stuffed them in my ass.
Hey, Alex Jones, have you been on the dick rocket?
I have been on a dick rocket 17 times. I've seen the dick rocket used to fight the globalists.
always with the globalists.
Yeah, the dick rocket sprays a special type of fire retardant foam that locks globalists in place. Gets in their hair and their eyes. They get really upset.
It's red glare.
The globalist attempts to bembofy the dick rocket have failed.
Yeah, the globalists still have not been able to destroy the dick rocket, so we're going to keep it like that. We're going to keep working on it. That's how we're going to take out the space laser that's getting everybody schlong COVID.
No, I can't do the Alex Jones voice. I can't be listening. I'm at the.
Well, you're a certain amount of fat you have to have in your face that I happen to have because I'm Alex Jones. That's.
Look, this is my big break, you guys. I'm at the Alex Jones premiere. I got invited here by all these big left-wing media personalities, like Glenn Greenwald. And, Red Scare is here.
You know, I like Glenn, despite his homosexuality and the fact that he's possessed by a Jewish demon. I like Glenn.
Oh, you know. That's weird. Him and Alex do seem to be getting along really well. But
yeah.
These are all, as far as I know, these are all left-wing media personalities that I'm here with.
Right. Yeah, like I said, Glenn and I, Glenn and I have some wedge issues. I think he should stop consuming babies and giving the monkeypox through gay sex. But otherwise, I'm a big fan of Glenn's.
I personally think that if there were two left wings on the airplane, a 9/11 would never have happened.
I don't think it would have got off the ground. I don't think that's how planes work. Yeah.
I'm not at the Alex Jones premiere. I would never get that close to Anna Kachekian. I might get cut by her bones.
My problem with Glenn is mostly the fact that he's not a dick girl. It's really the biggest problem I have with Glenn. Otherwise, I like Glenn a lot.
I did this whole effort to bring a cat ears.
Yeah, I can live with the blood libel.
He's not a dick girl yet. Futanari is the next pivot that Glenn is going to do, but that's in like 6 more months.
Well, I'm begging him. I've been begging him a lot. I said, Glenn, when are you just going to become a dick girl so I can jerk off to your porno? You can get an OnlyFans, and I'll pay you a lot of money.
He's gonna. Glenn has it all.
Nick and I will
out.
share the account.
Glenn doesn't waste a niche. Like, he travels very slowly and methodically through every niche. So he's gonna go Futanari first, then he's gonna go furry, then he's gonna go furry Futanari last.
Yeah, I know he will. That's why I called him a fucking cock tease.
Glenn's got it all planned out.
Yeah. I told Glenn he's got to stop being such a goddamn dick tease.
He just looks at a calendar and he's like, "Oh, I'm no longer left wing." It's just no. You guys know that I'm not at the Alex Jones documentary premiere. You guys know that I'm on lunch from the factory because we're staying there until like 2 in the fucking morning. And I'm driving in the car now because I turned this show on for about 30 seconds before I walked out the door. And a really normal guy that I work with was like, "Oh, is that a podcast?" And I was like, "No," and left.
Yeah, it is. Why?
I turned it on in the middle of the Nazi count.
That's a good point to jump in.
Yeah, that was an alright time. Elmo just thinks that maybe we should treat Vladimir Zelensky like a hero. Vladimir's positions have been really good for Elmo's stock choices.
Elmo's copying Nancy Pelosi's husband's stock portfolio.
Elmo's married to Nancy Pelosi.
And if you give me $15,
friends, don't scroll away.
I'll survive another day.
Mothra and Rodan are attacking the city, but for just $15, you can help defeat them.
For $15, Ultraman will
$15. You can sponsor an American citizen.
Friends, don't scroll
Come on
away.
now, everybody chip in. Everybody do your part. You got to get rid of Godzilla and Mothra.
I know that even Sam Cedar has called me a sexless grandmother. I'm Chuck Schumer. But right now, Rodan and Mothra are battling in our good country, destroying countless upstate Republican voters.
Turns out they were funding Mothra the whole time.
And we could use Democratic money to save those upstate Republicans who voted for Donald Trump. So would you please chip in $5, $10, or $15 to save the Republican Party from Mothra and Rodan?
So that they will then possibly vote for us 1 decade in the future?
Yeah, so that in 40 years when they feel bad about their actions, they'll vote for us.
There's no, question of whether people do this or not to it. People definitely do this, but how well do you think people do just impersonating the Democratic Party and asking old people for money?
I don't know, but I feel like I should.
I mean,
I feel like we've reached that point.
Elmo thinks Joe Biden is doing a great job.
If I was a lesbian fighter pilot with Vulcan cannons for arms is running against Mitch McConnell, and even if she loses the election, she's just gonna fucking shoot him. It's like an altered photo of Bloodbath McGrath, but with chain gun arms. I think if I sent that to old people, I'd probably get money.
Yeah, we need somebody like Amy Bloodbath McGrath to fight Mitch the Bitch McConnell.
Give me a couple one-liners and you got a deal.
Yeah, a couple more bits.
Chain gun-related one-liners.
What about Rodney Rooney?
We should really be supporting our boy Rodney here.
He's just too awesome to let off the chain. Once you start Rodneying, you can't go back.
Yeah, that is why we should let Rodney off the chain, though, because let's face it.
I can support Rodney up all the way up until the Harper's Ferry moment, but then after that, I'll have to publicly disavow it.
I like what Rodney is saying. I like the idea of somebody violently raping and murdering Republicans for their sins against the nation. But I wish he wasn't so uncivil about it. That's really the turnoff.
All I gotta say is, how's that hurt me? That's what they ask.
Yeah. Like I said, I like Rodney's message of total class war against the Republicans, but I think maybe he's just going a little bit in the wrong way of going about a blood
a bit
war.
Extremist. I don't know.
He's a bit extreme for me. First there was Bernie calling for us to set Republicans on fire in their houses and calling for the execution of the Jews, and now. Which I'm for. Don't get me wrong. I'm a good Democrat.
Got another Hitler in here.
I'm a good Democrat. I'm
Got to start bringing back the Hitler counter.
I'm for cleansing the race of inferior people.
Oh, 2 in a row.
Oh man, my Hitler meter is off the charts right now.
I think Bernie are far too extreme. That's all. I think they're really rude about it.
Really, the far left and the far right are basically two sides of the same coin.
The far left and the far right really are like the same thing. I mean, you have the Nazis out there saying very mean things about black people, and you have Bernie Sanders calling for the rape and execution of everybody who's his enemy. And I think that was a little too far for me. I couldn't get on board.
That's what he said, right?
That's too far.
I just thought there was a little too much. I thought Bernie dialed it down.
This is Scooch.
Bernie was calling for us to flood.
Just a Scooch.
He was calling for us to flood out the American kulaks, and I couldn't get on board with that.
I have to go to art school about this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys are all now in Ohio.
I mean, Nick Fuentes is a very mean boy, and my son listens to him, and I don't like that. And that Ben Shapiro sounds like there's something wrong with his brain, but I had to vote for Donald Trump.
There is.
Because Bernie was calling for us to slaughter
Ben Shapiro with the new medication, the brainworm neutralizing medication.
Yeah. And Bernie was calling for us to slaughter the Germans in revenge for what they did in World War II.
You mean a shotgun show?
My stock portfolio. Bernie's got to be willing to see both sides of these things. That's all I'm saying.
You mean your brain removal is a shotgun show, right?
That's Rodney Rooney's method for brain surgery, yeah.
That's Rodney Rooney. I can't speak on his behalf. I don't know what he would do.
Well, I just told you, man. Within all due respect, if you got
I forget where I am sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I just, I forget where I am. And what year is it? Is it 2022?
Unfortunately.
Oh, God. They're doing it again? 2020 as well?
Yeah, so we're going to have to fix them the old-fashioned way. Hold on. You know what?
Rodney Rooney.
I might have to fact check some of the stuff on Bernie. You guys, just give me a second here. So fill the dead air.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find the speech.
You said on Bernie.
Well, I know who I'm
yeah, he's been saying a lot.
Sanders was too casual about what he was proposing. I think he just, he doesn't understand the consequences of violence or anything like that. If only it was a Jew, it could be a different Jew, could be president, like a Jew that understood, like
are you saying he's not a real Jew?
Well, he definitely is. It needs to be a different Jew that's more, understand, like maybe Dershowitz, like maybe a Jew that understands.
You need a surgical Jew, the kind that's gonna just just cut out the incision inside and just cut it out.
Sanders calls for the execution of Benjamin Netanyahu for his crimes against workers. I didn't know about that. Oh, this is really
what?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Bernie doesn't have the chops. See, he's out here saying, you got to kill all these people. Well, meanwhile, Dershowitz is the one that gets you off after you do. That's what you need.
I'm going to need to be on a payroll somewhere,
You guys can excuse me from the
Sanders calls
consequences of your murders.
for the beheading and rape of Jair Bolsonaro in that order for his crimes against women and LGBT community. Jesus! My man,
Who fought for that? I'm so sorry. Who?
Jair Bolsonaro, the Brazilian dictator.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But wait.
Let me get back to this. I'm trying to look up more of these Sanders news
Bernie.
articles.
Dark Bernie.
Not Bernie. Not Dark Bernie.
Oh no.
You don't want to see Dark Hillary. It's all dark all the time.
I was gonna say.
It's just Hillary. She puts on a fake mustache.
She takes her fake skin off and reveals her reptile skin.
Bernie Sanders offers millionaires
It's just a raptor in a dress.
Pay reparations or buy this
Velociraptor in a dress.
Fight this bullet. Oh boy.
And I believe
Bernie Sanders on Jared Fogle. I wish they would incarcerate me with him for 10 minutes. I am going to literally dismember him and stuff him into his own anus. Holy fuck, Bernie! Jesus Christ.
But that's a little strong.
He's coming a little hot, right? Like, I didn't know all this stuff. Like, I thought he was just a bird fella. I didn't realize he was begging to dismember pedophiles in prison.
That is why I ordered the hit.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. What's this one here? Bernie Sanders. My thirst for blood can only be satiated with millions of bourgeoisie and proletarian class traders. Jesus Christ.
Base.
Guys, Bernie's kind of fucking based.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, why didn't we vote for him? In the general? Why didn't we do that?
Walk around and find out. Walk around and find out.
I'm Bernie Sanders. You bourgeoisie bitches, I dare you to fuck around and find out. I'm coming for your wealth with my vice president, Rodney Rooney. Rodney Rooney said that John Brown's one crime is that he didn't kill more of you. Rodney said that Tecumseh Sherman's one crime is that he left some people standing in the South. Now that's the kind of forward thinking I need on my campaign.
I had never heard of John Brown, and Rodney Rooney showed me a film called The Santa Fe Trail, and I wept in the ending, and now I'm on board. We're going to raid Harper's Ferry.
Rodney showed me a film called Birth of a Nation, and I very heavily sympathize with the black characters in that movie, knowing how the whites were acting at the time. So, I'm told that's actually a racist hit piece.
I had to watch a piece like that in high school. Whew.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, which one?
I think it was in health class. It was really gross.
Ew.
Wow. That's funny. You actually sat through.
You watched Birth of a Nation in health class. I watched Massive Lactation in health class, which I also thought was weird.
Yeah, you guys probably don't know this because you're not from down here, but in the southeastern United States, like, you know, when we were in school, you know, they still used footage from the Tuskegee experiments to teach us about STDs. You know, they were just fine with it. They were just.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're joking. Like, that's the scary part.
Just give you a bunch of acid and show some diseased weeders. Throw some blue waffles.
I'm not saying MK Ultra did happen, but I'm just saying it probably might have maybe happened.
It definitely happened. Don't worry.
If it would happen, the glove didn't fit.
It did not.
If the experiment
This
quits,
is how
then it
I would
didn't
have
fit,
did it.
God damn it! All right, I gotta go.
It would have happened a lot like I'm describing here, but it didn't.
Yeah.
I gotta go back.
It never would have ended like that.
Building. I gotta go back in this foul ass building, you guys.
I'm sorry.
I will catch up with you. Rodney Rooney, 2024.
Hail Ishtar.
Rooney, 2024.
Rooney 2024, baby. John Brown Whites, let's go.
I'm for this.
Wow, this is another wild one. Bernie
I
Sanders.
hope I live that long.
Yeah. Bernie Sanders Hold on, look at this article here. This one's weird. No crime in hanging a Southern white who makes more than $100,000 a year. Interesting.
Breaking news in the heat wave for the summer of 2022. Turns out we have a tornado out here, but it's also on fire. That is correct. We now have flaming tornadoes in your area.
Are you
Please
shitting
seek
me?
shelter immediately.
Wait, we don't really have burning tornadoes, do we? Like that's hitting a little too close to law.
No, we don't. No,
Oh.
At least I don't think. I don't know. I hope not.
I'm still nervous. Like the fact, you know what? I wasn't worried about the fire-nado until you brought it up, and now I'm like, is that a thing? That's.
I mean, the disasters kind of stack, right? So you're gonna get the heat wave, and then a tornado, and then a fire-nado.
Could it be a thing? Is
And then
this
a
like something
Sharknado.
They just pull up the forest as it's firing, and just be
Guys.
fire in the tornado.
Here at Meaty Flesh Farms, we rake our forests, so there's no fires here.
We're looking forward to the future.
I don't want to think about a.
we are.
Meaty Flesh Farms, fresh barbecue.
I don't really want to think about a flaming sharknado.
Flaming Sharknado.
I don't really.
Well, don't think about the freezing Sharknado then.
I don't know.
Okay, just don't think about it then.
Oh my god. Your hair sucks. Let me just have a bite. Num 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 num.
A
Fucking
polar
arm.
vortex
Oh, you're being
Sharknado.
a little bitch. Just that's it. That's the joke right there. I did it. It's low hanging fruit, but you know what? It was fun. The idea of a sassy shark mauling you and then telling you to stop being a little bitch about it.
Oh, like Jabberjaw?
Yeah. Like Jabberjaw. Oh my god.
About it.
I just had a little bite. Yum 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 yum. Meanwhile, like your organs are outside of your body. Jabberjaw, I can't feel my legs no more. That's because I bit them off. Num 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 num.
Delicious.
Delicious.
You didn't think talking sharks wouldn't be a problem?
I can exist on land or in the water. You got a real problem on your hands. You're fucked.
Yeah, the boat is taking over.
I'm kind of the alpha species now. Oh, I apologize for the flaming shark bit. That really is just a joke that doesn't work in verbal form.
On the other hand, if you guys wanted to be octopodes, I heard they got extra brains.
No.
Did you say flaming shark?
I don't know. Just a thought. What?
They're just non-centralized brains, which is also cool, but not quite the same.
Yeah, I don't know if I want
Not
a brain.
more.
Like, I don't want a brain in my my left index finger and a brain in my dick. Like, I don't want a brain.
All I want to know is if I have redundant brains, do I have to worry about brain worms?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
I mean, we
On
get
all of
brain
them?
worms.
Can't I just use a reserve?
We'd all get brain worms here at Meaty Flesh Farm.
Here we grow the finest flesh worms down here at Meaty Flesh Farms. Meaty Flesh Farms. We're gonna harvest your organs. I don't think that's...
This is a coldly stated fact.
Yeah. Do you remember a time when farms grew vegetables? Meaty Flesh Farms does. That's why we're growing new you. It's like tofu, but we grow it out of your own skin. Meaty Flesh Farms. Yeah, we harvest organs. That's right.
Sounds private. Sounds like you get a lot of business from the hospitals.
Got the newest things in the fields out here.
Yeah, keep
What if
in
we did
mind.
try to? What if we did try to make a? What if we did try to make a mortuary service?
Well, they're policing the fields. It's okay.
Have you ever been to the Tallahassee strip club, Meaty Flesh Farms? Well, you got to understand that's Meaty Flesh Farms Ltd. And we're Meaty Flesh Farms Inc. Meaty Flesh Farms. We're not a strip club. We're here to harvest your organs. That's it.
I want to show up. I want to show up at the hospital with a Meaty Flesh Farm outfit.
All right, you know what? Since we got about 12 minutes, I think I'm going to take us out on this. You can sit through it or not, but this will just make it easier on all of us to get this one in the bag. Are you ready? I'm gonna. You remember when I sent you guys that very cryptic message in Discord that was just like, yeah, I've kind of been doing like hypersexed Jordan Peterson.
Oh yes,
by
yes.
myself.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, well, I had a dream where I was Fred from Scooby-Doo, and I was getting my asshole absolutely blown out by the dog and Shaggy at the same time. It was erotically powerful. In that moment, I was a Thorian man god, a sexual beast of biblical proportions, like the beast with 7 heads who was ridden by the whore. Only in this case, the whore was my grandmother with her pube comb, delicing me and devouring them as she masturbated me in my bestial form. And I gotta say, my dick's never been harder at the prospect. Now I make my wife and daughter dress up as prostitutes while I turn myself into a 7-headed dog man. But the 7 heads are Scooby-Doo and 6 other cartoon dogs. I'm not a very good artist. I've never claimed to be. But now that's the only way I can ejaculate. That's it. I no longer have the sexual prowess required of a man of my age to satisfy his wife or his adult daughter and her Russian boyfriend. The benzos have completely wrecked my manhood, and it takes several hours for me to finish. The only thing recently that has made me ejaculate is repeatedly playing videos of the Abu Ghraib torture, while Kamala Harris is dubbed in, chanting, "Do not come. Do not come." Little does Kamala know that I'm unafraid of her hyper-toxic femininity. And I do come. It's a dribbly affair. It's vulgar and nightmarish. To say that it is water thin is unfair, because of course the natural viscosity of my semen exists. It's more like watered down liquid eraser, if you're familiar with that product, if you're not too young. It's my ejaculate now. I paint with it. I mostly paint it on black paper, so that I now create glow-in-the-dark imagery, like you kids like when you're smoking the marijuanas and fornicating and having vicious liberal sex. I write messages such as, "Help me, save me, I am in hell." And I beat my machine. It's a part of me. It is inside of me. That is both metaphorical of the deep beast of my sexuality, frustrated that it can no longer express itself properly. It's also literal, because my penis retracts like a dog's. I'm a violent sex god. I'm a street walking pistol with a heart full of napalm. And I have liquid thin ejaculate. Almost like it's nasty to deal with. The cleanup is atrocious. I have to mop for hours. There's a lot of it, and it's weak. It doesn't hold naturally. Imagine having a bad cold. It has the viscosity of that and the taste of some sort of car battery, because I only consume benzos and steaks. My daughter's Russian boyfriend hates it. He swears at me in some sort of devil language that isn't English. I think it's
sort of devil language.
I'm not sure what his native tongue is. I don't speak it. But I do know he's angry. I get that from the looks. And I get it from his violent sociopathic tendencies to beat me. Little does he know that is one of the few things that does get me erect and causes, if you will, the turtle to come out of its shell. I call my penis the turtle because it is wide as your standard snapping turtle, but very, very thin. Imagine a wide piece of paper cut out to look like a snapping turtle, painted various shades of green and pink. You've now successfully imagined my penis. It's hard to masturbate it. Most men can grip the shaft. I have to roll it up like a fruit roll-up first. You have to be very careful of the urethra. Benzos are a hell of a drug. That's what I'm trying to convey to you. I've sworn off the devil. I've sworn off the devil's downers. Now I get high on the light of Jesus Christ, methamphetamine, which I make at home out of Sudafed, and huffing whatever that stuff is that comes out of the back of a diesel truck.
Oh, that's a vape.
Yeah, that's what the kids call that these days.
Well, then I too am a vapor. 6 more minutes. Strap in, I'll see what I can do.
It was pretty good with the grandmas. Yeah, that's looking weird.
I was in a Jungian nightmare once. My penis had been vivisected and flayed. Turned into something out of the Hellraiser. It was very uncomfortable. Yet, strangely, I became fully erect during the dream. I could not stop cranking it in my own sleep. My wife was disturbed greatly. "Jordan," she screamed at me, "you've ruined another bedsheet. Go shower yourself off." But I was too enthralled with the idea of pain and pleasure being simultaneously merged into one thing. I started watching the Hellraiser movies erotically. I would strip naked, allow myself to become erect through several injections of Viagra, and about 30 Blue Chews ground up into Jello that I would then proceed to snort, so I could feel the beautiful feel of snot sliding down my throat, like a Russian man's ejaculate. I would sit naked on the couch, buttering myself up from head to toe. My wife would become very angry at this act. "Jordan, you're spending $400 a week on butter. How can you possibly be consuming that much butter?" I would tell her, "Shut up. I need this.
I need this."
And if you neo-Marxist cultural Marxian Jews and I agree on any one thing, a want and a need are the same thing, really. So I want and I need and I need and I want to need and I need to want. To butter myself from head to toe while I'm naked. It's a greasy affair. Our couch budget is through the roof. But I sit in the living room fully erect, generally around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, just before I make a media appearance and just after having made a media appearance. And I butter myself up. I reserve my time until 5:30. Hellraiser is around 2 hours long. That gives me an hour and a half to clean up the buckets of ejaculate that will be produced. And my sexual fantasies over having Pinhead absolutely blow me out with like a samurai sword or something. I don't know. He seems like he could do it wild.
Oh, God.
I like his face. It's very cute. I like the way the pins pierce his skin, and he is forever twisted in a type of nightmarish torment. His shadow and his persona fused into one thing, stitched together. If I weren't so whacked out on goddamn benzos right now, I could tell you the Union symbolism that is Pinhead. But the Petersonian symbolism is pure sex. Hot fire. Both fists. Front and back door.
Fists.
Front and back door. I want him to reach up in there and get the turtle before it's hard.
Do you need a doctor? Like an OB? Are you okay?
This is like the most
I don't know
boring
if you know
version
this,
of pop
but
I've ever heard.
Jordan, you broke me. Jordan Peterson is a doctor.
I am a doctor, but I need a doctor love in the form of a man who's ritually mutilated his own skin. Remember that old Kiss song? Calling Dr. Love? That's me.
What about Dr. Jill Biden? Jill Biden.
Jill Biden. No. We only have a minute. I can't go into all the things I think about her, but they're not good for her. I have a lot of violent fantasies involving her. Most of the violence, it's about a 75-25 split. 75% her against me, 25% me against her.
That's, that sounds...
When she does
reasonable
violence,
than your normal numbers.
when she does violence to me in my fantasies, it is always in front of her husband, and I am ejaculating buckets onto his face. When the violence is against her, of course, if I were to describe the acts, I would be investigated by the Secret Service.
Oh, I see.
Because the goddamn liberals won't let you speak freely anymore about your fantasies of murdering and killing a woman. Let alone one they've elevated to the status of godhood.
Cancel culture.
And
Cancel
it's a bloody
culture,
goddamn crime. It's a bloody goddamn crime that a Canadian man cannot hold the first lady of a foreign power at gunpoint and describe his violent sexual fantasies to her. It's a bloody goddamn crime. The liberals are ruining